Hey guys, I'm reacting to Geography Now, Costa Rica. Should be pretty fun. What I know about Costa Rica is it's a Latin American country, of course. I think it's in Central America, sort of. So not exactly South America or North America, like in that small strip of land that connects them. I'm pretty sure. I'm not 100% sure about that though. They speak Spanish. They're a former colony. Yeah. That's I think that's my extent of knowledge about Costa Rica. I'm honestly not like the most knowledgeable about the country, unfortunately. Let's see what this video can provide me though.
Rica, go ahead and take a peek. Lush and green and quite unique. Costa Rica, Costa Rica.
Let's see.
Costa Rica, Costa Rica. Go ahead and take a peek. Lush and green and quite unique. Costa Rica, Costa Rica. That's my poem. I hope you liked it.
Yeah.
It's time to learn geography now!
Hey everybody, I'm your host Barbie. Finally, we are out of Africa and back on the other side of the globe. Get ready for a place where a guy can do this to a crocodile. Let's jump into the flag. Here's where things get a little tricky because Costa Rica is one of those countries that interchangeably uses both the official and simplified variant of their flags. The simplified version does not have a coat of arms and is just a banner with 5 bands. 2 blue bands, one on top, one on the bottom, 2 whites under the blues, and a double width band of red in the center. Side note, do not get the simplified version of the flag confused with the flag of Thailand. If we were to include the coat of arms,
Oh wow, okay. I like it when it has the coat of arms on it. I think it makes the flag a lot cooler.
Is a golden frame containing an illustrated veneer with 2 banners above it saying America Central and the República de Costa Rica. You don't need to speak Spanish to know what those mean. The image contains 7 stars in the sky representing the 7 provinces. Below are 3 volcanoes with cute puffs of smoke coming out of them representing the 3 mountain chains of the country. Engulfing the volcanoes are oceans on either side indicating the bi-coastal position of the country with merchant ships that even have miniature Costa Rican flags, making Costa Rica once again one of the only few countries with a flag of their flag in their flag. I know, in the Afghanistan video I said there were only 2 countries that had that. Look, it was my first episode, I was a little nervous, I didn't get everything right, I was super awkward.
Hey, Paul, let's show him a clip.
No. Which by the way makes Afghanistan one of the only 2 countries in the world that has a flag with miniature versions of its own flag on its own flag. Oh, it was so bad. Alright, let's move on. Costa Rica, translated to the rich coast, and quite frankly, unlike some places, this country actually
Oh, means Costa Rica, rich coast. That's pretty neat.
Does live up to that name. Côte d'Ivoire, ces plages semblent belles, mais ils ne sont pas faits d'ivoire. 조선 민주주의 인민공 한국 민주주의 북한 진짜? 으이씨, 그래서 네가 원하면. Anyway, Costa Rica is located in the southern.
Oh wait, was there subtitles for that part?
This country actually does live up to that name. Côte d'Ivoire, ces plages semblent belles, mais ils ne sont pas faits d'ivoire.
Your beaches are pretty, but they're not made of ivory.
조선 민주주의 인민공 한국 민주주의 북한.
Democratic North Korea, really? Fine, do it if you wish.
Anyway, Costa Rica is located in the southern portion of the Central American isthmus that connects North America to South America, bordered by Nicaragua in the northwest and Panama in the southeast. Like most Central American countries, except Belize and El Salvador, the country has 2 convenient coasts on the Caribbean Sea and the Pacific Ocean. From a distance, you would think Costa Rica borders Lake Nicaragua, but Nicaragua was like, nope, I am literally claiming the entire border around the lake and calling it mine, even if I have to draw a narrow 2-mile wide corridor around the south rim. Speaking of which, Costa Rica and Nicaragua had a short dispute over this incredibly small island off the San Juan River, and it ended up going to the international court. The country is divided into 7 provinces, with the capital San Jose located inland in the San Jose province and acts as both a provincial and national capital of the country. Speaking of which, writing a letter or postcard to Costa Rica can be quite the funny ordeal. Many houses don't even have numbers, so you have to locate them by landmark or numerical position, such as 3rd house on the left or behind the gas station by the mango tree. That can literally count as an address. The country has 2 hook-shaped peninsulas on the Pacific, creating the Gulf of Nicoya and the Pavon Bay, ending with the tail of Costa Rica on the shared peninsula with Panama in the Punta Arenas province. Speaking of which, some people will say that the shape of Costa Rica resembles a crab, but I personally think it looks more like a deformed bull with severe scoliosis, leaping into freedom. The country has over 30 main islands and hundreds upon hundreds of small islets and rocks, mostly off the coast. However, the most notable island would have to be the Cocos Island, the furthest off claim that Costa Rica inhabits, located about 555 kilometers south southwest off the coast in the Pacific. If you want to check out this place, you will literally only be allotted a few hours during the daytime, and then you got to get out. The biggest reason for this tight restrictive policy is partially for the protection of the high concentration of endemic flora and fauna, but also it's rumored that this place may also be the site of various pirate treasure. Historically, Costa Rica kind of had to gain independence like 3 times, once from Spain, once from the Mexican Empire, which is a whole other crazy story, and finally one last time from the Federal Republic of Central America, in which all these countries used to be one country for like 20 years. Well, kind of. There was this one short-lived country that never quite made it and got absorbed into Guatemala and Mexico. Rest in peace, Los Altos. Also, there's those cool-looking petrospheres created by the Discus people from long ago that archaeologists don't quite know the significance of. Okay, let's move on. Okay, so we've discussed the costa part of the country. Now let's talk a little bit more about the Rica. Costa Rica will blow your mind not only in the flora and fauna composition, but also the nationally administered policies that facilitate the environmental makeup of the country. Last year, they even upgraded the banknotes to depict some of the biodiversity you can find there, and it looks freaking seizure-rific, crazy, insane balls, beautiful-freak-tastical. In short, Costa Rica is rich in biodiversity, so much to the point where even though the country makes up less than half of 1% of the Earth's landmass, it hosts over 5% of the entire world's biodiversity.
Damn.
They take their jungles seriously. About a quarter of the entire country is made up of protected national parks, the highest percentage of any country in the world, and in recent years, they've had successfully managed to lower the deforestation to almost 0. On top of that, Costa Rica has set a goal to become the
And this video is from 2016.
first carbon neutral country in the world by 2021.
But in the
They may have succeeded. Yeah.
Bhutan video, didn't you say?
Yes, I know what you're thinking, and yes, I know in the Bhutan video I said that Bhutan was a carbon sink nation, but there's a difference between a carbon sink and a carbon neutral country. In a nutshell, one absorbs but can still produce carbon, and the other one produces none. Got it? Good. On top of that, Costa Rica effectively banned recreational hunting, although once every so often you get a few underground perpetrators. And on top of that, the country has already achieved around 95 to 99% renewable energy, 80% of which is produced by
I think they might be at 100% nowadays, but I'm not sure.
hydropower. Crazy, right? Costa Rica's landscape is speckled with over 120.
Let's see. Is Costa Rica 100% renewable? I think they might be. Let's see though. 100% renewable energy in Costa Rica. Costa Rica has run on 100% renewable electricity for 299 days. Ah, and when was this from? Okay, not sure. But let's check the Wikipedia. Renewable energy in Costa Rica supplied about 98.1% of the electrical energy output for the entire nation in 2016. Okay. Huh. And so, yeah, I think nowadays it's at 100%, I've heard. I mean, it's pretty admirable. Yeah, 100% renewable energy atlas. So by 2021, and I think they've done it, so. Yeah. Damn admirable, I would say. I wish the US could do the same. Let's continue the video.
Volcanic formations, 7 of which are still active, including the Poas volcano, which has one of the widest craters in the world. Because of all the environmentally conscious actions Costa Rica has taken, the tourism industry has exploded in the past few decades, and with a nearly $2 billion yearly input, Costa Rica is the most visited country in Central America. It's actually kind of funny how the population shifted industries so rapidly. The people here are quite innovative. And it all had to kind of do with what they did after their third independence. Let's discuss that in... Okay, so to kind of get things straight, technically you can refer to someone in Costa Rica as a Costa Rican. However, it's also acceptable to call them either a tico for men or a tica for women. First off, the country has about 4.8 million people and is one of the most politically stable countries in Latin America. When it comes to ethnic makeup, things get a little interesting because they have 3 categories for Caucasian: the whites, the mestizo, and the castizo, which are like a mixture between whites and mestizos. Still following me? Anyway, altogether, the 3 Caucasian groups make up about 84% of the population. Mulattoes, or half-blacks, make up about 7%, about 3% are Amerindian, 1% black.
Dang, that's a little bit sad to see the Amerindian or Native American population so low. Damn, it should be like the majority. Bit sad to see, I would say, but oh well, you know. Can't do everything. At least they're renewable.
And the remainder are a mixture of races like Asians, Middle Easterners, and so on. Although the line is a little debatable, with a history of extensive European immigration from places like Germany, England, and the Netherlands, France, and Ireland, in general, Costa Rica is one of the wider Latin American countries.
Why do you always have to label people by race?
Because it's a thing people have and is not necessarily bad to identify with. The Amerindian population are mostly derived from the 8 ethnic groups that inhabit secluded reservations mostly along the central and southeastern regions of the country along the border of Panama. A large portion of the black population lives along the Caribbean coast and are English or Patois-speaking descendants of Jamaican and Caribbean immigrants that came in the 19th century. That's the other thing. Yes, Spanish is the official language, but because of the booming tourism sector, especially with the United States, Costa Ricans have one of the highest English proficiencies in Latin America. About 1 out of every 9 adults speaks English fluently enough to hold a general conversation, whereas others can somewhat get the point across. Nonetheless, Costa Rica definitely sets itself apart when it comes to Spanish vernacular. They have their own distinct twang that any Latino would be able to distinguish. 2 words you will most likely find only in Costa Rica are pura vida and Mai. Pura vida literally translates to pure life, but is commonly used as a greeting somewhat along the lines of what's up, whereas Mai is kind of like buddy or dude. So if you hear someone saying pura vida Mai, chances are you may have just witnessed your first Costa Rican. They also have a ton of other words like tuanis, brete, and menudo, which is not this, but we don't have time to get into that. Quick little side note, do not be alarmed if you witness people all over the country walking around carrying machetes. Machetes are a nationwide multi-tool used for everything. It's like the Costa Rican equivalent to duct tape. One thing that really makes Costa Rica stick out like a sore thumb, though, is the fact that they've pretty much avoided general conflict for over 6 decades. The last war they were in was a civil war that ended with them disbanding the entire military in 1948. Although, of course, they still have a police force and special forces and commando units, still Costa Rica is the largest country in the world to have absolutely no military forces. The military budget was then allocated to the country's education and health
Damn, good idea, good idea.
services, which to no surprise is why Costa Rica has some of the highest education and literacy rates as well as life expectancy in Latin America, and has adopted a diplomatic neutrality stance in their foreign policy that allows them to intercede well with other neighbors. In 1987, former President Oscar Arias Sanchez was awarded the Nobel Peace Prize for his efforts to eliminate armed conflict in Central America. So they have mountains, remain neutral, have a service-driven economy, are pretty much economically and politically stable. Hey, it's kind of like they're the Switzerland of...
Don't say that!
Oh,
I mean, but is Switzerland carbon neutral? Do they have all this renewable energy? I don't know. So I would say so far, Costa Rica does seem pretty nice. Although I would imagine Switzerland has like less corruption, maybe a higher standard of living, more efficient maybe. But otherwise, Costa Rica does seem pretty damn admirable for what it's done.
Let's talk about their... Costa Rica knows how to get along with people. Mostly. They have relations with so many countries in every region of the world, and especially in the Latin world, as they try to act neutral and oftentimes as a diplomatic intercessor for conflicts in the area. First off, have you ever had a cousin that totally looks like you and could be mistaken for your twin? Well, that's kind of like what Panama is. Even though the two have been incredibly close, they did grow up in different households, but nonetheless, they kind of acted as like the links between North and South America. Both countries have developed the same affinity for the US over time, and especially in the 80s when tourists started flocking in by the herds. Nicaragua is probably Costa Rica's biggest competitor. However, even after the island dispute drama, they still kind of get along. Soccer matches get pretty heated though. Costa Rica also recognizes Kosovo as a state, which doesn't sit well with Serbia. Mexico is kind of like the older brother that is like really a lot older. Like the parents had him decades before you were born, and by the time you came out, he kind of already had his own family. When it comes to their best friends, however, Costa Rica would probably say the US. The US is their largest business partner.
That's cool. That's cool. Hopefully the good relationship continues.
All imports and exports and tourism come from the US, and 2/3 of its overall foreign investment. Politically, they even follow the same checks and balances format of the US federal government.
Oh, dang.
Nonetheless, China just kind of stepped in and was like, hey, can I build you guys a stadium? In conclusion, Costa Rica is like the pacifist nature guy in Central America who just wants you to zip line through his jungles, chill out on the beach, and not fight with him. Please, just don't fight with him. Stay tuned, Croatia is coming up next. Hey, Joe.
Damn, Costa Rica is pretty damn awesome, I would say. Hopefully we can continue this friendship in the future, the US and Costa Rica, because this is pretty awesome. It would be cool to visit Costa Rica in the future, for sure. Let's see, is there a Costa Rica Flag Friday? Did they already cover that? Rica Flag Friday? Yeah, I don't think there is, okay. Because it's an older video. Let's check out some of the comments. Small update. Costa Rica is now running on 100% renewable energy. And this comment's 4 years ago. 4 years old, damn. And still is from 2 years ago. That's awesome. 1 year ago. I'm in Costa Rica and this is inaccurate. Oh, so it's inaccurate. Someone says it's 98%. But, pretty damn close. Guys, that was a few years ago. Right now we are full on renewable energy and we produce more than what we need, so we sell electricity. Oh wow. Well, good job Costa Rica. Wish the US would get on that train. Same, yeah. Oh, that crocodile died some years ago. Its name was Pocho. They arranged a funeral and everything. Oh damn. The Costa Ricans are heroes. Environmentally friendly, good education and healthcare, not a militarized state, stable economy, diplomatically neutral. Heroes. Why can't everybody be like Costa Rica? Greetings from Panama. We love you, Costa Rica. Nobody. China. Hey, can I build your stadium? Costa Rica looks like a real nice country. I would agree. Yeah. Another comment. I'm Costa Rican and Swiss. Makes me laugh about the Switzerland of Latin America. And once in Switzerland, someone said laughing that Switzerland was the Costa Rica of Europe. Yeah, Switzerland's definitely the Costa Rica of Europe. Costa Rica has become expensive, so I'll add one more similarity. Yeah. Although, as you probably know better than me, they are still quite different, starting with traffic / transportation system and being on time. Yeah. There are worse countries with worse punctuality, though. Uruguay is also called the Switzerland of Latin America. Yeah. We actually don't call ourselves the Switzerland of Central America like an ego thing. It wasn't us who started. It was people from other countries who started saying that. Especially a Nicaraguan songwriter who made a song calling us that. Oh, I see. Yeah. Colombia loves Costa Rica. Costa Rica. The home of Jurassic Park. Yeah. I love Costa Rica. I had to study the country for its ecotourism and geography in the UK. Such an amazing country that wants to protect what they have and what makes their country so magical. Keep up the eco-friendly work, Costa Rica. Damn. Costa Rica is nice. Be like Costa Rica. Yeah, this was a pretty great video, I have to say. Very, very much enjoyed it. Though. Costa Rican, yeah? 99% accurate. My damn. That was fun. Any Costa Ricans watching, say hi in the comments down below and tell me your thoughts on the video. And if you enjoyed my reaction, please comment down below and recommend me new videos. Thanks for watching. Bye bye. Very much enjoyed watching.